Okay, it's like a little snail. Just kind of roll it together and then pinch it where the end is. And we got a small one, see? Humongous one. We got like 3 different things going on, so let's see what happens to them. Okay, so another one. This is just trying to give you ideas. If you have an idea of your own, go for it. If you want to get fancy, you can. Let's get another, because this is a lot of dough here. You can now, if you want to make, if you see a particular design I'm doing, and you're like, that's the design I want to stick with, go for it. I got an idea. Let's do this. Since it's the new year, let's see if I can do this. 2. I'm just wrapping that on, making a 0. Squish that together. Looks like S more than a 2, but let's make another 0. Actually, no, let's make a 1. Oops. I'm trying to take us into the future too much. A 1. Take that off. I'm going to put the, see how I did that? And then let's take the knife. That's the 1. Let's make the 14, the 4. Try to make the 4. I've never made a 4 with a piece of dough before, but I never made a 4 with a piece of dough before. Okay, that's 2. That's 2. I'm just playing with this. It's fun. Okay, we're gonna get a 4 out of here somehow. I have a. Yikes. Well, when you can't do it the right way, do it the wrong way. You push that in, right there. Push that in, cut that off. And then, okay, there we go. That's the best 4 I can do. So 2014. And if you're going to do something like that, then I suggest that let's put that onto a thing, scoot it on, and then you can rearrange it on the, so. Cut it too off over there, too long. Okay, so 2014. I think you get the idea. Let's do some more traditional. Now, actually, let's cut that in half. I did that too bad. When you're making clover rolls, you make small little balls like this, and about the size of a, let's see, what do you call that? It's not a walnut. It's a lot smaller than a walnut. Let's make another one, and they don't have to be uniform, but they fit right in the palm of your hand like that. Then you can push them together like this. Now, if you want, see how they go like that? Just push them all together. Then what you do is you put this into a muffin tin. But for fun, let's just squish them together lightly. Kind of roll them and stick them on the tray. See what happens. This is experiment time with roll dough. Sounds like some kind of name in Lord of the Rings. Roldo was Frodo's brother. And again, kids love this kind of stuff. So, if you see something you want to do with it, go for it. I'm just trying to give you some ideas that there's more than one way to make a roll. Let's get creative. Let's put one on top of the other. Let's do 3. Let's stack 3 on top. Squish it down. See what happens. Let's make a sandwich roll. Okay, so I think this is about enough ideas. Well, there's more. Believe me, I could be here all night doing this. I like this kind of stuff. Now, if you want, here's another thing you could do. I'm going to make this into a square. You can see what I'm doing. Just kind of roll it. Take it, drop it. Take it, drop it. So you're getting square sides. Okay, and then take your knife. You have a sharp knife. That's good. Cut those off, which I have a really dull knife. This is just to make sure you get even cuts, even sizes. And what we're going to do is we're going to flatten this out. Try to make it square. So there's one. It's a little work, but it's fun. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not, see, this one's a little bit wider. I'm just having a blast here. I have no idea, didn't expect to do this, but let's see what happens. Let's just stack this. Pinch it together at the bottom. Believe me, this is all going to be eaten. Okay, let's stick it on there. That looked wonderful, didn't it? That was my abstract art piece. Now let's get the roller out. I'll do one more and then we'll call it good. Let's roll this out. Now if it gets a little sticky, that's when we want to add a little flour. Notice I just rubbed my hands like this, rubbed it on here. Rub, rub, that's all it needs. Okay, you have a cookie cutter? Great, let's get a cookie cutter out. Let's get a clover leaf. Let's do one of these. Let's see what we can do. Almost. Again, you reuse this dough. And let's see, you can you can make this into a there. This is why this is so good for kids. It's like they're learning how to cook, and part of cooking is playing because you're experimenting with stuff. I do this all the time. Now I'm not gonna be here all night just playing with this, but I do have fun making other things. When I make tortillas, I use the cookie cutters all the time to make shapes. It makes things more interesting because when you're having the same, it's kind of fun. It is fun. So we got, hey, let's do one more. We got the Olympic rings. So let's just do 3. And let's roll them up, see what happens. See, I'm just going it. Let's roll this up. Pinch it together. See how that is? Just created a new roll. Okay, let's leave it at that. We're going to skip the clover, or the leaf. Got a lot more rolls to make, as you can see. So, now what we're going to do is, if you get a pastry brush, dip it in some butter and coat these so make them nice and golden brown. I do not have a pastry brush, but I'm going to get one soon. You're going to want to put these in the oven on 400 for about 20 minutes. So let's see what happens to all these different experiments I did. This is like a science experiment. Let's see what happens. So 400 for 20 minutes. I'll be back. Let's see what happens.